Welcome to the Web Hosting Cat Podcast, brought to you by webhostingcat.com. Here's your host, Michael James.
Hi, everyone. This episode of the podcast is all about finding the right web hosting for your WordPress websites. First, we'll take a look at managed WordPress hosting and one of the relatively newer options out there. My first guests are Katie Forsgren and Bradley Hale from Pressable. Pressable has really taken managed WordPress hosting to a new level when it comes to customer support. If you're in the market for a managed WordPress hosting plan, then you definitely want to hear what they have to say. Then, we'll talk with Mike Hansen, the product manager at Bluehost. Bluehost is one of the few web hosts that are recommended by WordPress.org, and they have a full line of WordPress hosting plans to suit all levels of website owners, including their new WP Pro optimized WordPress hosting plans that Mike and his team developed. These days, it seems that almost every hosting company is offering a managed WordPress plan. But for me, to truly be a legitimate managed WordPress hosting plan, there needs to be expert customer support that goes beyond the normal assistance you'd get with the average web hosting plan. That's one of the keys that makes Pressable stand out from the crowd. Katie Forsgren is the affiliate manager at Pressable, and Bradley Hale is the director of customer support. I had the pleasure of chatting with both of them to discuss how Pressable benefits their customers and what distinguishes their support from the competition. And today I'm pleased to welcome as my guest Katie Forsgren from Pressable. And they're a great company that handles managed WordPress hosting. Katie, thanks for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Can you give us a little bit of background on the company Pressable and your customer base?
Absolutely. So Pressable was started in 2010. Some friends got together and decided that they wanted to create a managed WordPress hosting company that would make it easier for businesses to focus on being businesses and not having to handle so much of the back end of having websites and all of the stuff that goes into that. So
now, I know you have quite a line of managed hosting plans. Can you give us a little bit of an overview of your plans? I know you can shop by number of views and by traffic.
Yeah, so page views and traffic and also numbers of sites. And so that definitely helps to determine which plan you want. We start with a personal plan, which has 5 sites, and you can go way up past that. We've got agency plans that get much larger because they each have, individual customers under them that have their websites hosted.
You mentioned agencies. What would you say are some of the biggest advantages Pressable gives to your customers, particularly agencies and developers?
Absolutely, the customer service. The customer support site is huge. We're 24/7. It's white glove support, and I'm not just saying that, it's something you have to try to be able to understand just how different the customer service is. That's why the customers are here. It's for that support. And our support team is just so knowledgeable. They're able to get into the nitty gritty. We have developers who have been doing things for years who will have problems and come to our support team and be able to find a resolution.
And I know we're going to be talking to Bradley, the Director of Customer Support.
Yes, I'm excited to have him here with us.
What would you say are the real advantages of going with a managed hosting plan, as opposed to just a regular, $5 a month WordPress hosting?
Yeah, so it's a huge difference. I think the biggest advantage is being able to know that you don't have to worry about all of those little details, that you can really focus on your company. I mean, obviously you'll get it started and get it set up kind of the way that you want it to, but nothing ever goes as smooth as you plan. I mean, you always run into these bumps and get bruises, and so we're here to be able to help you through that and to be able to make it so that it is more smooth and be able to help you to be able to just really focus on your business.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to share with our audience about Pressable?
Just try it. It is amazing. It's fantastic. Pressable will just be there for you at any time. I mean, you can call in, you can send a ticket in, we've got chat, and honestly, it's 24/7. We are remote, which is fantastic because we're not just in the U.S. We have support reps that are throughout the world.
Awesome. Thanks for spending some time with us.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Now I'm joined by the Director of Support at Pressable, Bradley Hale. Bradley, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Can you give us an overview of the customer support department at Pressable?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a very varied group of people. We come from all parts of the world. We have one person in New Zealand, another person that's about to join the team from Scotland, another person in Italy. Wow. So we're very diverse. That's the first thing. We also have a very diverse background in terms of experience collectively. Some of us are WordPress experts in the sense that we've developed on WordPress and we've used WordPress a lot. Other people come from a more programming background. They're more familiar with PHP and JavaScript. Java. And so we have a lot of different experiences collectively that allow us as a team to really diagnose and fix a lot of problems that many people in the WordPress space face, many of our customers face on a daily basis.
What would you say really distinguishes Pressable's customer support from the competition?
That's a great question. I think it's the level of care that we have to bring a problem to some sort of solution. Obviously, we can't fix every single problem. Sometimes problems are more along the lines of a design issue or a development issue. But I think there's a level of commitment to helping someone move that ball a little bit farther along and understand what the problem is so that they can fix the issue. I think it's just that level of care and commitment to making sure that customers are getting the most out of Pressable. And I really think that's reflected in our customer satisfaction ratings are extremely high. Weekly, they're between 95 and 99%. So people are really satisfied with that, and I think it's a reflection of, those numbers are a reflection of the care and commitment that the support team provides.
Absolutely, yeah. Now, can you talk a little bit about the onboarding procedure when somebody signs up for an account at Pressable?
Sure. So they'll go to Pressable.com, they'll view the plans, they'll pick the plan that works best for them. At that point, the sales team generally reaches out to them and talks to them about how they plan on using Pressable and what they need to do better with using Pressable. And then from there on, they start their website, they go to the My Pressable control panel, create the site. If they need to migrate the site, we do that either manually if they prefer, or they can use our migration plugin if they already have the site. If they don't have the site, they can start building on it immediately. They receive an email that allows them to log into the back end, the WP admin, and start building their sites. If they run into any issues, we have chat support, we have ticket support. We are generally pretty responsive in terms of emails, the help desk and tickets. We're generally in 2 hours is the response time, and of course with chat support it's immediate. So that's kind of an overview of the onboarding process. It's pretty easy. We've streamlined it quite a bit in the past several months, and if people have issues, I think the key is that we're always there and we're always willing to help people and answer their questions.
Great.
So you sign up for the plan, you go to my.pressable.com, type in the name of your site, create site, and it's there in 30 seconds or less. If you're looking for a host that really cares about you and cares about your business and you're looking to sort of focus more on your business and do what you do best, Pressable is a really good option for that. We take a lot of pain sort of off the table, if you will. And we manage a lot of things for folks. We do SSL certificates, CDN. We have a lot of great features, page caching. These are features that you would have at a lot of different WordPress hosts. And then I think you have the key difference that we're really proactive. We're monitoring sites for uptime. We're monitoring sites for performance. We're doing a lot of different things in support now that we weren't doing a few years ago that I think really mark a major difference in where Pressable is going. And it's at that level of proactivity. Our goal is to find problems before the customers come to us about those problems. And we found that, when we were able to say that, hey, we found this issue, customers really appreciate that. They really value that proactivity and that level of care that we show for them and their business.
Sounds great. Thank you very much for spending the time with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank you.
Katie Forsgren and Bradley Hale from Pressable. Really enjoyed the time I spent with them. For more details on Pressable's managed WordPress hosting, check out my review at webhostingcat.com. Now, let's turn to one of the web hosting companies that is on the WordPress.org recommendation list. Bluehost is one of the more well-known web hosts that has a complete line of WordPress hosting plans. Their shared hosting plans include features that simplify the WordPress website process for beginners, and their new WP Pro optimized WordPress hosting line is especially suited for advanced WordPress sites. Mike Hansen is the product manager at Bluehost, and I talked to him about Bluehost WordPress hosting line, choosing the right WordPress hosting plan, and the advantages of Bluehost WP Pro hosting packages. Hi, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your role at Bluehost.
My current role at Bluehost is a product manager. I'm a developer by trade, but helping guide and lead the vision for the Bluehost product. and all the enhancements we're doing there.
Now, I know Bluehost is recommended by WordPress.org. Tell us about some of the advantages that people can get when they go with Bluehost for their WordPress sites.
Yeah, so we try to make the experience as easy as possible. It's affordable. You can get started, and then the experience of the new control panel is made to be as easy as it can be. And we focus on trying to make it so that you can, complete tasks or, fill progress within the new control panel.
Yeah, Bluehost I find is really excellent for beginning WordPress users. I love the customized dashboard in WordPress. And you also have a customized cPanel somewhat.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've been building for the last couple years, we've been working on a new control panel. It's been out there, but we've been iterating and, enhancing it. It's built on React, and it's just a slicker experience.
Cool. And now I know you also have, Bluehost also has an optimized WordPress hosting line, and it's now called WP Pro, I believe.
Yep.
Can you give us a little bit of an overview of what they can get with the WP Pro?
Yeah, absolutely. That was actually my team that built that.
Cool.
So it was a fun project. Basically, it costs a little bit more, but you get a lot more. You get integrations with Jetpack, you get security included, you get backups included, you get some marketing tools, and you get access to our marketing center. And so it's kind of going beyond just hosting your website, and it's going to we're going into territory to help you succeed with your website, help you market your website.
For someone who's trying to decide, what would your advice be for someone who's trying to decide between shared WordPress hosting, WP Pro, or VPS?
I would say that most people actually are fine on shared. Shared is, that's where we're building all the new stuff right now. WordPress Pro, you can always upgrade into WordPress Pro when you're ready.
And I know one of the other services that people can get, if they need help building their site, they can get help from the Bluehost professional services team to build your site.
Yep. So we have a pro services team that'll help build a website if you just say do it for me. We also have a team called the WP Live team, which is basically phone support, consultations. You can call in, I think $99 a month. You can get unlimited phone calls. Call in, you can ask them anything, how to create a slider, how to insert an image, anything, nothing's off the table for the WP Live guys.
Cool, that sounds great. Bluehost is doing great with all types of WordPress hosting. Can you share with us anything that might be coming up in the future? Making things easier, easier for beginners?
Yeah, iterating and making things easier. We have a couple exciting things. I can't say what, but there's some exciting stuff coming. Just more integrations, just making tasks easier to complete. The integrations seem more seamless. There's a few features like that. So some of the stuff you've seen over the last year, more of that, more integration, and more functional features.
Gotcha. Okay, so all you WordPress users, check out Bluehost, or check out our website. We've got some reviews and a lot more information on Bluehost. Mike, thanks a lot for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Mike Hansen, Bluehost.
Thanks.
And my thanks again to Mike Hansen for joining us on the podcast. For more information on both Bluehost shared WordPress hosting and their WP Pro plans, check out our site at webhostingcat.com. I also want to again thank Katie Forsgren and Bradley Hale from Pressable for the time they spent with us. That's going to do it for now. Until next time, this is Michael James wishing you the very best with your WordPress and other website endeavors. Thanks for listening and take care, everybody.
You've been listening to the Web Hosting Cat podcast.
The preceding program is copyrighted 2019 by TuxCat Media.